So, we've been working with our community for a number of months now, and we begin rolling out next week. On Monday night, we'll begin rolling out our entire plan for the next steps for shaping our future and where our district is going. This week, families got news about some recommendations around school closures and consolidations, which is difficult for folks to hear. It's one of the hardest things that superintendents and school boards have to consider. But it's important for the community to know that there's a bigger plan, and we'll be talking about that when we roll out the Shaping Our Future work and what we did after we had the community meetings. But we felt like it wouldn't be appropriate for families to be hearing about their neighborhood school in a bigger meeting, and wanted that communication to happen more directly with families, and so that's the reason for the timing.
Exactly how much are you saving by closing the schools?
The effect on the structural deficit for the school closures and consolidations is between $2 and $3 million. It's important, though, to realize that while that is important because we do have a structural deficit that we're managing, we also have to think about the size of schools that we need in order to be able to provide students with the kind of educational experience they need and deserve, and the size of school that we need to have in order to do that. And so these schools are small schools, both it's kind of complicated because there are four, and in each case they're a little bit different. But if I use the example of my elementary school, Grimes, where I went to school, my sister went to school, my church is a partner in education of Grimes, so it's, all of these are difficult, but I understand from a personal perspective that example. It's a very small school building. Even if it were full, it wouldn't be the size that would be robust enough for us to be able to serve without having to supplement. And it also was only about 55% full, and of the students who are there, 60% are transfers. And so when we look at that, and we look at the number of neighborhood students being served, and then we compare that to surrounding schools and where we have space to serve students, that was how we went through the analysis.